Hey guys, Spamper here, and today we're going to be playing some Dayz, or Zed if you're not American. Anyways, as you can tell from the title, I'm bringing you guys a loot guide. So the first thing we need to understand about loot is how it works. Loot only spawns in Dayz when the server is turned on or restarted. That means that when you're choosing a server, looking for a server with low population, or the word restart will help a lot in finding one with a lot of loot available. Now that we know how the loot system works, I'll tell you guys my personal strategy for getting loot. Of course, there are many strategies, but I think this one is the most efficient and the safest, definitely. So, without further ado, let's get started. Step 1 is to find yourself a low population server. Basically 1 or 2 players, or 0 players is actually the best, so that's what you want to start off with. Anyways, get yourself to a place where you can find loot. There are places to find military loot that are very lucrative and have a lot of stuff, and I will show you these places on the minimap right now. One of the easiest places to get to is the airstrip down here by Bolota. It's usually referred to as Bolota Airstrip. It's one of the best places to find military loot, and it should be pretty easy to get to, especially since it's next to the coast. However, now that you spawn more on this side, like you usually in the mod for Dayz, you used to spawn down here a lot more than on the side here. However, in the standalone version of Dayz, we now spawn mostly over on this side. So you might find it easier to get up to this airstrip over here. That's next to Koronostav. I have no idea how to pronounce these Russian things. It's actually a little bit further away from the center of where most people spawn. And if you spawn down here, you actually get the chance to run through Berenzino here really quickly, which is a very nice city. It's got 2 supermarkets in it, so you can definitely find some regular supplies and food because you're going to need that if you're going to want to be looting for a while. You're going to get hungry and thirsty and stuff. However, there's water very close, so if you need it, you can always go get that water there. But this is also a very good place to start looting, especially if you spawn near the coast. Now, another place is going to be over here. It's a secret military base. I think this is the secret military base. Anyways, it's all the way down here on the most southernmost part. It's just above the Kameninka place. It's a very good place to find M4s and stuff. I would not recommend going here because, it's really close, like I said, to the big cities down here, and a lot of people will come and go for it to loot. Not as much as Bolota Airstrip, because that's like probably the most farmed place and the most dangerous place to go for loot like this. So you would be a little bit safer going to this military base, but not by much. By far, the most extensively populated place to get stuff is going to be the Northwest Airfield, and it's the final place to find military loot. There's a military base near the south, as well as a airfield here that's got like 5 or 6 military rooms in it. It's really good. There's a series of tents over here that are really good, and there's also another military installation at the very north that's called Bashina. I'm terrible with this pronunciation, guys, so please forgive me. Anyways, like I said, this airfield is a really good place for finding military loot, and it's going to work great with my strategy that I'm going to explain to you very shortly. Step 2 is obviously to find a place where you want to find loot. There's a lot of places, like I said, those military places to find loot, and there's a link to that map in the description. Step 3, once you're at your place that you want to loot, you gotta loot it. So go in crazy and loot all the stuff that you can find, open all the doors and everything, get everything. Anyways, alright, now next step is step 4. Now go to a place where you can hide. You want to go hide in like a bush or something, but you want to make sure that that bush that you have has a good view on a building that is one of the ones that you want to loot. So like for instance, if you're down there in the military base south of Northwest Airfield, you're going to want to hide in a bush that you can look at one of the little, I forget what the barracks is, where all the beds and stuff are for the military members. So that's where you want to hide because you want to be able to look at doors. Doors are very good indicators of whether or not a place has been looted already. If all the doors are open, then it's probably been looted and it's not worth your time. Also, if you see doors are open, that could mean that there's another player currently in the process of looting the area. So you probably want to leave immediately if you see doors open, because that player is probably armed and dangerous and will most likely shoot you on sight. It's sad, but that's just the state of the game right now. You're going to get shot on sight a lot. Of course, if you're the only player on the server and you see doors open, then you're good because you can check to see if you're the only person on the server by pressing the P key, which will open up and show you all the names of all the other people playing. And if your name is the only one there, then of course you're fine and doors don't really matter. You can check if you want, but it's probably not worth your time anyway because all the good stuff has already been scavenged. However, if all the doors are closed, then you're probably good. Now, I'm going to say this: there are some doors that are automatically opened, like when the server starts, so you might get thrown off if there's there's a door open. However, if all the doors are open, that definitely means someone was there. So, you know, just use your best judgment, and if it seems like it's not safe, just it's better to not go in there at all and just stay alive. Staying alive is the most important thing, and like I said, this is going to be the most safe and efficient way to do looting. So step 5. You need to hop servers. That's basically what this step is. You need to go just exit the game after you finish looting all the areas and go to another server. And of course, this is sometimes considered cheating. Especially I see in the server messages, it's like, no server hopping, don't server hop. Well, you know, that's really the only way that you're going to be able to get any loot is by server hopping. It's a sad reality of the game that loot does not currently respawn. But, you know, it's okay. We got to do it for now. Eventually, they'll add loot respawning to the game. I've seen that being said where they were going to do that. So it's not really that big a deal. However, for right now, you need to server hop to get loot. It's the only way, really. So then, after that, all you got to do is rinse and repeat. You just got to find another server with low population, get to the place where you want to go, loot it. Then you're going to, you know, log out again when you see a good place to see the doors, like I said, and then hop servers again. I hope this guide will help you in your survival in Dayz Standalone. It definitely will get you a lot of weapons and stuff. It definitely has me. As you can see here, I'm showing you clips where I've just gotten so much loot by doing this. It's the best way to do it. There's no really other way to do it right now, especially with the current way that loot does not respawn, like I said. And like I said, I hope this helps you guys out. Thanks so much for watching. You're the best. I will see you guys next time. Spray and pray out.